Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here, photographer since 1973 here in the Big Apple, practicing my photojournalism every day. Alright guys, this is photo class number 281. What are we going to discuss today in today's class? We're going to talk about one of Fujifilm's greatest cameras. Don't ever spend $4,000, $3,000 on a new camera. There's no need for it. If you want to be a good photographer, there's only one way, and that's to practice your craft every day. It's to read everything you can get your hands on about photography. It's about YouTube channels like mine that have over 280 free classes. Please remember the foundation of this channel. Great photographs don't come from $4,000 cameras. It's you, the photographer, that matters, not the equipment. Guys, today we're going to talk about this $30 Fujifilm FinePix camera. It's the S700 7 megapixel digital camera. I have a lot of stuff to tell you about this little guy. This is an incredible camera. Look at the grip on that camera. Now, before I forget, it also has a built-in flash. I always forget to mention that. Okay, let's start on the back. Big, beautiful 2.5-inch screen. It also has, with a press of a button, a gorgeous electronic viewfinder. It's your choice when using this camera. All right. A few things that you need to know about this camera. 7 megapixels, but it has image stabilization built in. There's a setting for it right on the mode dial. It has a PSAM mode dial for program mode, shutter priority, aperture priority, and full manual. Okay, now one of the modes on the top of this camera is for picture stabilization. Okay, it has a little logo like this, which is moving like this to show you that the image will be stabilized. Okay, now let's continue. The ISO range for this camera goes to a very, very low 64. Professional cameras today, it's very rare to find one that goes as low as 64 ISO, and it goes up to 1600 ISO. That's a nice range to cover general shooting. Next, the maximum shutter speed is 1/1000th of a second. But check this out. Batteries. The battery compartment down here holds 4 AA batteries. Those are those little pen light batteries, the same battery that powers your flashlights, your radios. Those batteries are found everywhere around the world, so you'll never run out of batteries. Next, the lens. This is a Fujinon lens, okay? It's a zoom lens, but it doesn't protrude all the way out and all the way back. It has an equivalent. If this was a 35mm full frame, the equivalent is 38mm to 380. But watch this. I'm going to zoom in, all right, and zoom out. It all stayed internal. I'll do that again. No matter if you're shooting at 38mm or 380, the lens stays inside, which is very important, well engineered, because there's no push-pull to let air and get in. And if air's getting in, dust is getting in. That's how Fujifilm designed this, that it won't suck in air and dust. It's all sealed. Since you can't get to the sensor to clean it like a DSLR, this was a great idea to keep it sealed. Now, it has not only macro, but it has at the push of a button, it has super macro. Okay, macro, press it again, super macro. What's super macro? You can get 0.4 of an inch close. Watch. This is just my old lens cleaning solution. Let's see if we can focus on this. Look how close. It's focused. Let's get closer. It's focused, guys. So I have been out shooting with this camera today, and for $30, you know I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment out of it, knowing I didn't spend $4,000 on a camera. It uses 46mm filters, okay? At the moment, I don't have a UV filter on here, but I did have in my miscellaneous equipment a 46mm lens hood, which I do highly recommend because you don't want stray sun getting into your lens, causing any kind of flare. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to show you two photographs. I'm going to show you an indoor photograph that I took. It's a photograph of a flower. When I processed it, I made it black and white, and the lighting was just a flashlight shining on it, handheld with this camera in aperture priority and ISO 64. Let's look at that still life taken indoors right now. The next photograph I want to show you is an outdoor photograph I took of Dax. Many of you have seen Dax in my videos over the years. Here's an outdoor picture of Dax, also taken aperture priority, ISO 64. Now, since this camera does not take RAW, it takes JPEGs in fine, normal, and low. These were taken in JPEG high, okay? So they used a full 7 megapixel of resolution, all right? So that's the camera. You saw the photos. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. This has been class 281. Carmine from New York City saying goodbye.